I'm here with Nate from Natechrony. How did you come up with the name?
Yeah, that's the extent of my marketing. I'm Nate. I make chronographs. This is Natechrony. Simple.
Okay. And how did you get started? What was the thing that made you decide to make chronographs?
So I'm an air gunner myself and have been an air gunner for about 20, 25 years. And I know the pain. I've been trying to use the old fold-out chronographs indoors to do my tuning testing. Miss your shot, aligning it, painful. Got to be a better solution. So that's why I came up with this.
Okay, well, have you got one handy there? Okay, so how does this thing work?
So this is the barrel-mounted chronograph. It is the most accurate chronograph on the market. Every single Natechrony is live shot calibrated from our master chronographs. This will be within 1 foot per second at 1,000 feet a second. Check the specs of our competitors, we are the best. It mounts directly onto the barrel. So that's an adapter for something like a TX200. We make adapters for any air rifle you want. Over moderators, you can use it with moderators, so great for testing indoors. It'll mount over the top of, on top of the barrel. That'll go in there, powered via USB. So it doesn't have its own battery, doesn't have its own screen. You've probably got one of those. You can use that as a screen in the battery.
Okay. So when let's say you run a shot string through it, what do you end up getting on your phone from that?
Yeah, so you'll get the speed, the power, all the statistics of the current shot string, min, max, average, spread, standard deviation. You've then got 4 save slots, so you can save that string, change some things when you're doing your tuning, can save over 1,000 shots. You've got live graph output as well, so you can compare your current shot versus previous shot strings on a graph live.
Is this all printable too?
Absolutely. So we make it really easy to get data off the Natechrony as well. At the end of the day, it's a web page. You don't need internet. The web page comes from the Chrony. We have a few retail stores and gunsmiths as well. You can connect it to an existing Wi-Fi, menu, print, and just print out. So we've got guys that'll just print out on a thermal printer after they've tuned the customer's rifle, all the results, thermal printer, stick it on the gun, out they go.
Some of us old-timers like to have paper to look at.
100%. And we can also download the results. So there's a little download button, and that'll download all the shot string with a CSV straight into a spreadsheet. So really easy to get data off. We're not trying to lock you into like a cloud subscription or anything. We make chronographs. So really easy to get stuff off.
Right, okay. And how much does this retail for?
Retail's about 120, 130 for the V2 model.
Okay, and we have other chronographs that are barrel mounted.
Yes.
Matter of fact, I've got one. It's $30, I think, from eBay or Amazon or something. And it will keep track of shots, but you have to write them down and do all the statistics yourself.
Yeah.
But why would I pay the $120 for the Natechrony as opposed to those?
Yeah. So it's going to last. We build our chronographs so that they're going to last. We fully support, we fully back our chronographs. And again, it's the most accurate on the market. You want a chronograph for accuracy. Why would you buy a chronograph which may or may not be accurate? So it is the most accurate. You're buying the accuracy. The software features, what you get with it, are far superior than our competitors. And it's going to be durable as well. This thing should be lasting you 10, 15 years before you get another one. So they're the sort of main points around it.
All right, and I see you've got Buckrail here with you. What's going on there?
Yeah, so we're doing a collaboration with Buckrail. So he makes some awesome aftermarket parts. We're collaborating with him. I'm Australian. We can't do moderators. It's a big no-no. So I'm supplying him the chronograph modules to go in a Buckrail moderator. So you now have a chronograph, the best quality chronograph, in an absolutely awesome moderator. So straight onto any air gun. Again, you can test in pure silence. You've got a moderator, you've got a chronograph as well.
Okay, so we'll be able to go to his site or your site and find, for our particular air gun and suppressor maybe,
exactly
the fittings that will make this all work.
Exactly. So on the Natechrony side, we've got all of our different adapters. If we don't have an adapter for your specific rifle, let us know. We'll make one up. Pretty simple. And Buckrail will do the same. We've got all different finishes. This is the carbon version that we just brought out. We've had somebody put a 457 Texan at over 700 foot-pounds. Not a problem. So they last, they can withstand high power. big bore is not an issue with these as well. Some of those off-the-shelf ones are going to struggle with larger powers.
Right, yeah.
And because ours is fully enclosed, indoors, outdoors, fluorescent lighting, it works every single time reliably.
I started with the blue box with the hoods on it, and if you shoot indoors, maybe 2/3 of the shot get recognized.
Yeah, I had the little green fold out.
Yeah.
And that's why I started Natechrony.
Yeah.
Miss a shot. Now I'm out of air, got to pump up, I need more ammo. I know the pain.
Welcome to my world.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Excellent.
Take it away.
So we've got our smart target, so we're just releasing this week. It's a small module that can go on the back of any target. So this isn't just air guns. You can use this on powder, 50 cal, whatever else. You put it on the back of the target. There's 6 outputs. So we've currently got it configured with some LED lights. But yeah, you can add motors, lights, horns, buzzers, whatever you want, fully programmable. When you want to take a shot at the target, so it'll tell you where on the target you struck. So instead of using the old visible paper ones, you buy 3 sets of those, you could have bought one of these. So you can shoot all day long, you know exactly where you shot on the target from the lights or from the display as well. Behind, half-inch steel, distance, we got reception at 50 meters. I can get a long-range version with a kilometer worth of range. So again, not just related to air guns, works with any target. A gong is probably the easiest because it can move in every direction. But yeah, any target, some flashy lights, direction as well.
So is this reading it based on the vibration from where it hit?
Exactly. Yeah. So how the target is moving. So you can calibrate it to any target at all. You just need to make sure that when you select a target, it moves about 45 degrees when you shoot it at the ends. You'll take those values, put them in, and then your target's calibrated, and then it'll give you accurate results.
Okay, that's cool. Let's see what it does here.
So, and we've got we'll shoot it with a steady shot. So this is the Natechrony Chronograph with some accelerometers and movement as well. It'll track barrel movement, up, down, left, right, back and forth. So that's the target.
We have graphs.
So that's your movement left to right, up and down, and then back and forth. So you can see where I had the shot. That's the kicking back. And yeah, so you can start to train for things like Olympic pistol, look at your movement. It'll give you a score. So the lower score, the better. And it works on acceleration. So if you're moving, but you're smooth, you'll get a low score. So it's not about movement, it's about being smooth versus being jerky.
And is that why you were...
Yeah, so you can see that. So that's me going left and right, up and down. That's that movement. Yeah. And we've got like a 3-dimensional view as well, which will sort of show you in space where that muzzle was.
So this could be practice for pistol competition, or I suppose rifle competition.
Exactly.
Offhand stuff. Okay.
Exactly right, yeah. And also just tuning your different... so we can record about 500 data points in 3/4 of a second. So if you're looking at accessories to tuning things, it'll start to show you how much your barrel's moving, and if you're pulling left or right with a bit of trigger problems.
Or flinching.
Yeah, exactly. So you can start to see exactly. And because it's a chronograph, we record data up until the pellet exits the barrel. So anytime you can influence the pellet's trajectory, we record that because we know exactly when it exits the barrel.
Okay.
So that was me doing that. So that's a 3-dimensional representation of where you are moving. And then we can highlight red is where it was really rough and like really sharp, and green is where you're a little bit smoother. So on your movement, we can start to see where it was actually.
Well, this is like a trainer.
Exactly. And it goes off acceleration, not movement. So if you're smooth, you can move as much as you want. We did have an Olympic shooter, and he was so consistent. Didn't get the lowest score, but bang on the same score every single time. So it's about that consistency and seeing what you're actually doing and when.
Okay.
No, that's Natechrony. That's the Chronograph, the Steady Shot, which we're just releasing, and the Smart Target. So the Natechrony is about 130 retail. That'll be about 150, 160. The Smart Target, that's about 65 retail.
All right, and the software's free.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So everything is on the Chrony. There's no apps to download, nothing to install. You connect your device to the Wi-Fi, and everything comes from the Chrony itself.
All right. Well, very good. Welcome to America. Welcome to
Awesome.
Las Vegas. It's
Thank
great
you very
to see
much.
you, and I'm pretty excited about this.